Students, let us see the third model, that is two jobs and M machines. This is by graphical method. Okay, so there are two jobs, and in which on these jobs that there are number of processings to be done. Okay, the machines are more 5 or 6 processings are to be done on these two jobs. So this problem can be solved by the graphical method. So see the problem. Use a graphical method to minimize the time required to process the following jobs on the machines. For each machine, specify the job which should be done first, and also calculate the total elapsed time to complete both the jobs. So in this problem, that the sequence of the operations that is fixed, that the job will go on which machine first, that is given, and uh, and uh, here we have to find that the on which machine which job will be processed first. This sequence we have to find, and we have to find out the what is the total processing time to be calculated, and what is the we can say that what is the total processing time to be needed to do these two jobs. Okay, so let's see how can we solve the problem. In this problem, use the graph paper for these problems, and firstly take the x-axis as the job 1 and the y-axis as the job 2. Okay, this is the first step, and mark before doing this, first make the total of the timing of the job 1 and the job 2 on the 5 machines, that the time of the total of the time for the job 1 on the machines A, B, C, D, E is 34, and the total time for the job 2 on the machine B, C, A, D, E is 40. So this time to be first we this time is used for making the graph. Okay, and plotting the points the time scale for this is used to for plotting the time scale on the graph paper. Okay, now the next step is making the layout of the machine time of the two jobs on the x and y axis by giving order of machine. The order of the machine is given for the job 1, that is A, B, C, D, E, and the order of the machine for the job 2 is B, C, A, D, E, and you have to plot the timings, that layout, that is for the see the job 1. Here the time for the on the machine A is 6 hours. Okay, then after for the machine B is 10 hours. So accordingly you can plot or make the layout of timing on the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, that is given in the our problem, as per given in our problem. Now the next step is draw the light vertical lines, that is from the layout, that is I have indicated here, that for the job 1 draw the vertical line that from the time scale or the layout scale. Okay, that for the job A is that 6 hours are there, and from 6 hour draw the vertical line. Then after that 6 hours, the 8 hours are there, I think so. The from 8 hours after that after ending the B, draw again a vertical line. So likewise make the vertical lines according to the layout. Now draw the horizontal layout as per the job 2 layout, that the timing we have plot on the y-axis, and make the light horizontal lines. Okay, Then here you can make a rectangular box. Okay, how can we draw that rectangular box? First, see the intersection of a portion time of A with the time of A for job 1 with the intersection of uh, time of A for job 2. Okay, here intersection of vertical A with the horizontal A, and m- make the block, make the block. Similarly, make the block for B, that is a make the intersection of B with B. Similarly, make the intersection of C with the C, and mark the rectangular block. Okay, in this way we can make the blocks. And when we see horizontally, that is in the x-axis, we will see the sequence of the operation, that is A B C D E for job 1. And when we see y-axis, we will see the sequence of job for sequence for job 2, that is B C A D E. Okay, now for calculating the total processing time, here we can we should draw a 45-degree line from the origin of this x and y axis. Okay, so we will draw the 45-degree line here. Then in the side, in the left side, it is given that notations are there, that 45-degree line indicates that the both jobs are processing at the same time, means job 1 and job 2 are processing at the same time. Vertical line indicates that the job 1 remains idle and job 2 will be in a job 2 is in a working, while the horizontal line indicates that job 2 is idle and job 1 is in processing. Okay, so while drawing a 45-degree line from the origin, the care should be taken that it should not pass through any block, or it should not intersect or cross the block. Okay, so see in the diagram of our diagram, when we made a 45-degree line from the origin, it touches B. Okay, and then we draw it in vertical direction. Okay, then again from this corner of the B, make a 45-degree line. Okay, and again at the point near D, we it will go in a vertical direction. If we proceed it further, it will touch at D. Okay, instead of doing that, we will draw it in a vertical direction. Then again 45-degree line, and at the last, that up to 45, make again a horizontal line, because the 40 is the last limit. At this point the job is finished. Okay, so here by observing this diagram, it says that it indicates that first from this 45-degree line up to this point, that the both jobs are processing. Then the job 1 is idle and job 2 is processing. Then again both jobs are processing. Then again job 1 is idle. Then again job 1 and 2 are processing. Again job 2 is idle and job 1 is processing in process. So this by this way we can calculate it, we can calculate the total processing time. Okay, so here we have calculated the total processing time, the total elapsed time, that is 30 plus 34 plus 4 plus 6, that is 44 hours. That is for the for by considering the job 1. So here we can see that on the time scale, that 34 is the last limit for the job 1. Hence we have taken as 34, that is finish point. Plus here at this point you can see that by observing the vertical line, that job 1 remains idle for 4 hours. The time scale is represented on the y scale. That from the y scale or y axis, you can measure the time in hours. That is the for 4 hours it is remains idle. Okay, then see that again the job 1 is idle for 4 hours. The job 1 remains idle for the 4 hours, no sorry 6 hours. So the total idle time for the uh, job 1 is 4 plus 6. Okay, so the total elapsed time is 34 plus 4 plus 6, that is 44 hours for considering the job 1. Now see, by considering the job 2, here you can observe that the end point of the job 2 is 40. And now observe the idle time for the job 2, that is idle time for the job 2, that is 4 hours. See the time scale on the x-axis, that is for 4 hours. Hence the total elapsed time according to job 2 is 40 plus 4, that is 44 hours. Now we have plot this optimal schedule corresponding to the whatever path we have chosen by using this total elapsed time, that is a 44 hours, that is for job 1 and job 2. And we have seen that what is the time duration or the schedule of that for the first 6 hour the job 1 works on the machine A. That after that for the 4 hours the job 1 remains idle. Then again it go to the machine B for 8 hours. Then it goes to machine C for 4 hours. Then it again remains idle for 6 hours. Then the processing done on the machine D and E. So that is the schedule of the job. Now see the schedule of the job, optimal schedule for the job 2, that the job 2 is transferred to the machine B up to 10 hours. Then the job 2 is transferred to the machine C up to 18 hours. Then it goes to machine A and D, and then it goes to the machine E. And lastly, the job 2 remains idle for the 4 hours. Okay, so here the optimal schedule or the sequence of the job 1 and job 2, that is asked in our question. So what is the sequence of the job on the machines? Okay, so we have we have mentioned that sequence. That consider first machine 1 on the machine A, machine A. Here you can observe from this optimal schedule that job 1 will be first processed on machine A and job 2 next. Then observe the machine B. Machine B, the job 2 will be processed first and then job 1. Similarly, the machine C, job 2 will be processed first and then job 1. Similarly, for machine D, job 2 first and then job 1. Similarly, for machine E, the job 2 will be I have written here wrong. For the machine E, job 2 first and then job 1, okay. So that is the sequence of the job, okay. So this problem can be solved in another way also, that is given. Okay, so while making this line 45 degree, if you are not passing it in a vertical direction, it will go and touch here at the point D. And by making a horizontal line here and then 45-degree line and then vertical line. So by doing in this way, the problem also can be solved. But here you can see the total elapsed time or the processing time is 50 hours by considering the job 1 and job 2 also. So this time is more. Hence, while solving this problem, you can solve this problem by considering the idle time. How can we minimize the idle time? So this is not the proper answer, but we can solve this problem in this way also. Okay, so our final answer will be 44 hours. Okay, thank you.